Okay, so next part we have is question number second, third part. So we have to convert it into degree. We have to convert these radian measure into degree. So again, in 1 radian we have 180 upon pi, 5 pi upon 3 multiply 180 upon pi. Pi to pi get cancelled. Reason is 1 radian is equal to 180 upon pi degree, right? So pi to pi cancel, so this will be 3 1 time 360 6 5 300, so 300 degree. So in 5 pi by 3 we have 300 degrees, right? So this is our answer. Next, fourth part, 7 pi by 6. So 7 pi by 6 means 7 pi by 6 multiply by 180 upon pi, because we have to convert it into degrees. So pi to pi cancel, reason being same, 1 radian is equal to 180 upon pi degree. 6 1 times 6 30 times 7 3 210 degree. So answer is 210 degree. Next, let's take this question number third. So a wheel makes, okay, so now we are going to use a wheel makes 360 revolutions in 1 minute. So in 1 minute wheel is making 360 revolutions. Through how many radians does it turn in 1 second? So that means in 1 minute, number of revolutions is equal to 360. So that means in 60 seconds, number of revolution is equal to 360. So in 1 second, number of revolution is equal to 360 upon 60, which is 6 revolution, right? So in one complete revolution, how many, in one complete revolution, angle covered is equal to 2 pi, right? So in one revolution, angle covered is equal to 360 degree, or we can say 2 pi, because in 180 degree we have pi radian. So in 360 degree we have 2 pi radian. You can see simply, if I am going to revolve this pen, so this is how much, 180 degree, and again if I turn it 180 degree, so in one revolution, complete revolution, it turns 360 degree. So in one revolution it will make 360 degree or 2 pi. So in how many 6 revolution, angle covered is equal to 6 multiplied by 2 pi, which is 12 pi. So answer is 12 pi, right? Unitary method we have used in this. Next, fourth question, find the degree measure of the angle subtended by a circle. Now here we are going to use a new formula. The formula we have already discussed in the previous video. It is theta is equal to arc upon radius, but the condition is theta should be in radian, right? Or we can say theta is equal to arc length L upon R, right? So this formula we are going to use now. Question number 4. So at the center of a circle of radius R is given, it is 100 centimeter. Length is 22 centimeter. So we know that theta radian is equal to L upon R. So which means 22 upon 100, right? So this is theta radian, right? So what we have to find out, theta in degree. So in degree, in 1 degree we can say 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radian. So okay, we have to convert it into degree, from radian to degree. So in 1 radian angle is equal to 180 upon pi. So in this 22 upon 100 radian, angle is equal to 180 upon pi multiplied by 22 upon 100. See, this is very easy. We are simply converting this theta radian to degrees. That's what we were doing in second question. So now pi value is 22 upon 7, so 180 upon 22 by 7 multiplied by 22 upon 100, right? So 22 to 22 get cancelled, 0 to 0 get cancelled, so 18 multiplied by 7 upon 10. So 18 multiplied by 7 upon 10, right? So let's convert it into, so 18 multiplied by 7 is 126 upon 10 degree. So if we convert it into complete fraction, so this means it is 12 complete degree and 6 upon 10. So 6 upon 10 means 6 upon 10 multiplied by 60, right? 12 complete degrees and 6 by 10 multiplied by 60. If we convert it into minutes, so this is 36. So 12 degree 36 minutes. This is our answer. 12 degree 36 minutes. So in radian the answer is 22 by 100, but in degree the answer is 12 minutes, 12 degree 36 minutes. I hope it is clear to you. So next question number 5th. In a circle, so in a circle of, fifth question, in a circle of diameter 40 centimeter, so diameter is 40 centimeter, so radius will be diameter upon 2, which is how much? 20 centimeter. 40 upon 2 is 20 centimeter. For the length of chord is 20 centimeter, so L is equal to 20 centimeter. Find the length of minor arc of the chord. Now we have to find out the length of minor arc of the chord. See the formula, the figure we have. See, length of the chord, this chord length is given. This is length of chord, so which means this is 20 centimeter, this is radius is also 20 centimeter, and this is also 20 centimeter. So radius is 20, chord length is 20, so we can say this is what? This is an equilateral triangle, and we need to find out this chord length. So in an equilateral triangle, theta is equal to 60 degree. So OA is equal to OB is equal to 20 centimeter is equal to radius, and AB is equal to 20 centimeter chord length. So we can say OA is equal to OB is equal to AB 20 centimeter. This implies triangle AOB is equilateral triangle. So this implies angle AOB is equal to 60 degree. In an equilateral triangle, each angle value is 60 degree. So if we want to convert 60 degree into pi, into radian, so we have to multiply it by pi upon 180 to convert it into radian. This is 1 time, this is 3 times. So which means angle AOB is equal to pi by 3. Right now we can use that formula theta is equal to L upon R, because this formula, in this formula we have to take theta in radian only. So this implies pi by 3 is equal to length of chord. We have to find out radius is 20. This implies length of chord is 20 pi by 3, right? So length of chord is 20 pi by 3 centimeter. So this is our answer. L is equal to 20 pi by 3 centimeter. Simply just we determined the value of this angle, center angle first. Theta value we have determined first. So after getting theta, we have converted it into radian and then substituted the values into this formula and get the answer. Simple. You can pause the video to note it down. Next, sixth question. So in question number 6 we have, if two circles if in two circles arcs of same length subtend angles 60 degree, so theta 1 is equal to 60 degree, theta 2 is equal to 75 degree at the center. So length of arc is same, so that means if we convert this degree into radian, this will be 60 multiplied by pi upon 180, or we can say pi by 3. 75 multiplied by pi upon 180. When we simplify this, we get 5 pi upon 12. 5 pi upon 12 radian, right? This is also radian. Now theta 1, theta 2 we have got. L1 is equal to L2. Let's take it L, length of arc. Right? Because both the length of arc are same. And we have to find out ratio of their radii, right? So we all know theta is equal to L upon R. So this implies theta 1 is equal to L1 upon R1, and theta 2 is equal to L2 upon R2, right? So theta 1 is what? Pi by 3 is equal to L upon R1. Theta 2 is 5 pi upon 12 is equal to L upon R2, right? So from here L value is equal to pi R1 upon 3, right? So put this L value into this equation. So this implies 5 pi upon 12 is equal to L value is pi R1 upon 3 upon R2, right? Or we can say 5 pi upon 12, 5 pi upon 12 is equal to pi R1 upon 3 R2, right? Pi R1 upon 3 R2. So we have to find out R1 upon R2. So this implies R1 upon R2 is equal to 5 pi by 12 multiplied by 3 upon pi. So pi to pi get cancelled, 3 one time, 3 4 times. So ratio R1 upon R2 is equal to 5 upon 4. So required ratio is equal to 5:4. So required ratio is 5:4. Simple. So easy question it is. Next, let's take question number 7th. So in question number 7, we have find the angle in radian through which the pendulum swings if its length is 75 centimeter and the tip describes an arc. So L is 75 centimeter. Now first part, if R1 is 10 centimeter, so this implies theta is equal to L upon R, 75 upon 10, or we can say it is 75 upon theta is equal to L upon R. Length is 75, pendulum length is 75, so this is R is 75 and L1 we are provided, so this will be 10 upon 75. See, length of, in the question it is given length of pendulum is 75, so length of pendulum means radius is given, and the tip describes an arc of length, so length of arc is 10 centimeter, so this will be 2 upon 15 radian. Answer. Second part, L2 is given, so L2 is how much? L2 is given, L2 is 15 centimeter, right? So that this implies theta is equal to L upon R. So L2 is 15, R is 75. So this means it is 1 upon 5 radian. Next, third part, 21 centimeters. So L3 is 21 centimeter. This implies theta is equal to L upon R, 15 upon 21. 21 upon 75. So when we simplify this will be 7 upon 25 radian. 7 upon 25 radian. So this is our answer. So in this way we can solve these questions. So I hope it is clear to you all, right? So thank you all. This is all for this video. Bye bye. Take care.